The Supreme Ideal. Written by Neville Goddard. Narrated by Mandala. The Supreme Ideal by Neville Goddard. Tonight's subject is the Supreme Ideal. But really, this is a misnomer, because it would have to be relative to the level on which man is placed. For what is to me today a supreme ideal would not be my ideal tomorrow after I have obtained it. But you can, if you have an ideal, you can realize it, and one should have an ideal. Here is a formula by which it can be realized. You sow a thought and you reap an act. You sow an act and you reap a habit. You sow a habit and you reap a character. You sow a character and you reap a destiny. So it all goes back to the thought that you sow. Here, two stories come to mind. I think, in fact I know, you are familiar with both of them. Here is a North American Indian who had an idea and he sowed it. I'll show you later how to sow the idea. He wanted to be a hero. He wanted to die a hero. And he wanted to be given a hero's funeral. To summarize it briefly, he joined the forces, went off to Korea, was killed in action, and the body was shipped back to this country. At the moment of internment, a question was asked, "Is he a Caucasian?" And when it was discovered that he was not a Caucasian, the minister had to execute the law by which he operated this little church. And he said, "I'm sorry, but I'm not permitted to allow it here." Of course, the whole country went up in arms. Then President Truman, who was then in office, offered the widow a plot of ground in Arlington. The entire country was made conscious of it. TV had it, radio had it, newspapers had it, all the magazines spoke about it, and it was the biggest thing of the time. So here, his destiny was to be a hero, to die a hero, and to be buried as a hero. It all started with an idea whether he either wittingly or unwittingly sowed that thought. Then it simply fulfilled itself because he lived in it. It became a habit. It became his character. He had to be killed in action. And, of course, the most recent one of a similar nature, here is now our president, the late president. I haven't read it in a paper. I haven't heard anyone say it, but this is the law, and the law operates regardless of individuals in this world. But we know he was a very great student of history. In fact, he won the Pulitzer Prize for his book Profiles in Courage, based upon historical characters where...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?